So there's been an absolute ton of confusion regarding Rockstar removing some DLC items from the game, and in this video I'm going to be trying to do my best to clarify all of that, and we've got a lot to talk about today, so let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. So when Rockstar added the new Esky bike into the game, they had to update the tunables, and when they updated the tunables, they removed the 2015 Halloween content, so that being the Lurcher Hearst, the Frankenstein, the mask, the face paints, the bobbleheads, all of that. They removed all the 2015 content, but what they also removed that kind of shocked the world a little bit was the Sanctus bike. Now, I do need to be careful here because I know in my last video I was referring to the Sanctus as the Shotaro. They both start with S, and that's gotten me really confused, Sanctus, Shotaro. But I do want to clarify, the Shotaro, the Tron bike, is still in the game. It's available on Legendary Motorsports site. That's not going anywhere. However, the Sanctus Skull Chopper has been removed. It's been removed from the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site. It's removed even if you bought the item or bought the vehicle, and it's removed certainly if you didn't. So hopefully that clarifies the confusion right there on the Sanctus Halloween bike. Now, there were some people that were tweeting at me, MrBossFTW, what do you mean? My Sanctus bike is still here. I still have it in my garage. No, Rockstar did not remove the vehicle from people. If you bought it, it was going to stay with you as long as you didn't sell it or get rid of it. Could you imagine the outrage that would have happened if you had spent $2 million on this Halloween bike, and not only was it a limited time offer, but as soon as the Halloween season was over, they took it out of your garage inventory as well? There would seriously be riots. So no, they did not do that. If you bought the bike and you still have it, I know this sounds obvious and just, incredibly pointless for me to point out, but if you bought the bike, it's still going to be in your garage and it's still going to be in your inventory as well. You don't have to worry about it disappearing or Rockstar taking it away. However, the big issue here is that Rockstar was not very clear on their intentions with this bike. From the start, their Newswire post was rather confusing, where they kind of briefly mentioned that yes, the LCC Sanctus was going to be removed with the other Halloween content, but they were not as kind of clear as they could have been here. So I saw a lot of other people complaining about this as well. I was certainly not the only one, and I saw this post by a user Classic on the GTA forum site, and what he's done is he's actually kind of reworded the way almost Rockstar should have put this on the Newswire site, and I'll read it off to you guys right now. So this would be the version that he would like to see and a more clear version that I would like to see. So he says, true to the spirit of Halloween, ride on wheels designed to terrorize your foes, distinctive and deadly, the glowing red eyes of the Sanctus are certain to conjure up all its evil and unholy. Available from now until November 15th. Also, just like we did with the Roosevelt in 2014, the Sanctus cannot be repurchased after said deadline. That's what they should have done, not what they had on the website, which was super open-ended and ambiguous regarding the Sanctus. And yeah, this has upset a lot of people because just like what they did in 2014, they completely removed the opportunity to buy the bike even if you had purchased it. And I know what you guys might be saying, well, isn't that your fault if you buy the bike and sell it and then no longer have the opportunity to get it? Well, that actually happened to me on one of my accounts. So you guys know recently I've been doing a ton of live streams that are all theme-centric, and we do lots of other themed vehicles. Well, obviously, since we don't have an unlimited amount of garage space, on one of my accounts, I did have to get rid of the Sanctus, and I was going to purchase it, a day or two ago, but then it was gone. So on one of my accounts, I am totally screwed out of the Sanctus, I guess, until 2017 rolls around and Halloween comes around then. If Rockstar once again do decide to add it into the game, once again, there is no guarantee that they will add the Sanctus back. It could be gone forever, which is a scary thought to think about. Now, something else that's been very confusing about this DLC item disappearing is that Rockstar haven't prepped their game or their responses to this like the Sanctus has been removed. So as I was touching on a couple days ago, there are still advertisements for the Sanctus that are appearing in the Grand Theft Auto Online loading screens, even as recent as today. That's right, when you guys are seeing this video on Thursday, November 17th, there are still updates and there are still advertisements for the Sanctus, and it's not even in the game anymore, which is super odd And that's one thing that was just so confusing, that we're still getting ads, and the fact that it was added into the game as bikers. I mentioned that in my video the other day, that they didn't say the Sanctus limited time Halloween surprise item only. They added it as a part of bikers, just like all the other vehicles that were introduced in the game. So definitely very weird here, the fact that it has disappeared. And as I mentioned earlier, Rockstar seemed to not know how to respond to this either. So the user I was talking about earlier, Classique, he was actually responding or in touch with a Rockstar support agent, and he asked about the Sanctus not being in the game, and this was the reply he got. So they responded, "Thank you for contacting Rockstar support. We would like to inform you that the Sanctus is available in Southern San Andreas Super Autos. If you're unable to find this, kindly provide us with the screenshots of entering into Southern San Andreas Super Autos website to investigate and assist you further." So the response from Rockstar support here is that the Sanctus bike is in the game and that you should have no problem seeing it, which is totally weird because I've got, again, a very similar response to this regarding the Sanctus as well. Someone tweeted this at me. You can see they have opened up a Rockstar support forum ticket here. Grand Theft Auto Online, Xbox One, LCC Sanctus issue. They asked, "I was wondering if the LCC Sanctus motorcycle was here to stay or if it was disappearing along with the old Halloween content from last year." They replied, "Thank you for contacting Rockstar support. We would like to inform you that Liberty City's Cycles Sanctus will be there permanently. You can purchase Liberty City Cycles Sanctus after the Halloween event too. As always, if you have any additional questions, be sure to let us know. We'll gladly provide further assistance." Now, this message to me looks slightly fake. Again, it could be real, but just some of the wording, "We would like to inform you that Liberty City Cycles Sanctus will be there permanently," that grammatically does not make sense. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Again, that was something that was tweeted at me, but it does look like as if it's come straight from the Rockstar support page, and it looks like it was taken with like a camera as well, so it wasn't even a screenshot. So that's another thing that's very interesting, and some users are even tweeting at me that their Sanctus is still on the website. So this photo you're seeing on the screen right now was tweeted at me the other day, and yeah, their Sanctus could be in online. Now, I'm not sure if they just haven't, switched lobbies or haven't updated the tunables or whatnot. I'm not even sure how that's possible. But once again, another confusing instance here where, again, some people are seeing the content and others are not. And finally, last but not least, this Sanctus is still available on the Social Club website where it says it can actually be bought. So you can see it is a one-seatable, moddable. It's not super moddable, which means it's has the Benny's super upgrade, and you can see the check mark by buy, which if it wasn't available in the game, that check mark would be removed. So needless to say, I am very confused by all of this. I do not know what is going on here, and I wish Rockstar would come out with an official explanation regarding all of this. I guess to a point they were clear about it on their newswire, but so many people in the community were saying that, it was going to be a permanent thing. I mean, literally everyone you talked to said because it's added with Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers, it's going to be permanent, because they didn't really mention anything about it on the newswire. But I guess technically they did. It just wasn't as clear as it could possibly have been. So I don't know about you guys, but I kind of dislike when Rockstar does things that disappear. For example, the Roosevelt and the Roosevelt Valor and all of the content within the Halloween and the Christmas update. I wish it was available for a longer time. Now, I understand the other side here where they want to make the items rare and they want to make them seasonal. And I guess to an extent, if you do buy them, especially with the old Halloween items, they're in the game pretty much forever. But I wish they would have given us a warning like that. Like, they could have gone on the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site and they could have put a sticker that said like 1 day left or something like that. I'll put an example on the screen right now, or like 2 days left or something like that. This is something I just made in Photoshop, and I'm terrible at Photoshop. So like I said, they could have done something like this that would have maybe made it a little bit easier, or let us know that, there was a change happening or something like that. So I wish that was the case. I wish Rockstar was a little bit more, I guess, clear with issues like this, because this has been one of the most confusing things I've ever seen because this has been one of the most confusing things of all time, trying to figure out what has happened to this DLC item, because it has vanished from the game. We can't seem to get a straight response from Rockstar, and they're still advertising it in the game as if it can be bought. So I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully you guys have some better explanations for me. Maybe you know something that I don't. If you do, or have any details on your account, on your Sanctus, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys there. But anyways, if you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.